get together, they hammer out the Entente Cordiale, his ministers in France and the ministers of France. King Edward does not deserve all the credit for engineering the Entente, or so say other academics that I have to cite and respect when I research this. Yes, he does deserve all the credit, says I. It certainly would not have happened without the state visit, which laid the groundwork. And I don't think without the state visit we get that. Everybody just stays in their corners. Britain and France don't ever come together. So the document wouldn't have been signed unless he had gone there and convinced the French people that an entente with the English was a good idea. There he is in Kiel with his nephew, Kaiser Wilhelm. The Germans, this doesn't go down well with the Germans, and they don't want to escalate things, and they work very hard to play down the document by emphasizing the great familial relations between the English, actually it was the English Saxe-Coburg-Gothas until King George V, and the German Hohenzollerns. So on May, King Edward sends a letter to the Kaiser, thanking him for his recommendations on the fortifications of Gibraltar. England to this day still has a little bit of the tip of Spain called Gibraltar, the Rock of Gibraltar. And the Kaiser invited himself really to the German naval base on Gibraltar and was treated as an honored guest. Edward had made Wilhelm an honorary admiral of the fleet. He wore his uniform with pride as the British played host, and everybody is saying what that this guy has to invite himself to Gibraltar and tell us everything we're doing wrong. And I have the text, if anybody's interested in finding me after, I have the text of the letter. But in the interest of time, I'm not going to read it. So, Edward sends him the letter with teeth gritted, thanking him for his recommendation, saying he's going to be coming to Kiel Week in June, and it's a boat racing competition. So Wilhelm, in the interim, he threatens war against Great Britain over repercussions on German rights in Egypt, of the Anglo-French Accord. Again, the subject of another fascinating presentation, but not what we're going to get to today. And there's the letter. It went up for auction a while ago. It's the back page of it. But I probably infringed on some copyright here. But there it is. So he visits Kiel, as he said he was going to do, and the matter of war resolves itself. It turns out to be an emotional outburst of the Kaiser, the kind of which he's very famous for. And King Edward wanted the whole thing at Kiel to be treated as informally as possible, but was disappointed because the Kaiser, and this is the Kaiser's boat, the Hohenzollern, the second, there were a total of 3, and one of his retinue, the Count, I'm just going to say the Count, I'm not going to try to butcher the name here. Strange how much importance the Kaiser attributed to this meeting. He involved himself in everything down to the trivia of the decoration on the Hohenzollern. So the Emperor of Germany is freaking out about how his ship looks.